What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. This is your boy J Narc. Today we're taking 2 seasons to rebuild the Denver Broncos, and currently they are, I believe they're even right now. Let's see. So yeah, they're even. They're 7-7 currently, and they're 4th in the AFC West. They have a really tough division with the Raiders, who are 7-7 also. The Chargers are 8-6, and the Chiefs are 10-4. But in today's video, we're just gonna take 2 seasons to bring them to the playoffs and make them maybe a Super Bowl contender. So first and foremost, let's show you guys what the team is looking like. So we got Teddy B at QB, we got Drew Lock backing him up. Running backs, they have Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon, who's been a great duo. Javonte Williams is going to be a very good running back in the league. Offensive line is not too bad, actually. They have good players all around. I mean, the offense is really nice. The defense has some players too. Bradley Chubb is obviously, Bradley Chubb, so he'll be able to do his thing. But with the defense, the corners are really good too, and the secondary is just all right, nothing too crazy. We run a 3-4 under. I think we're gonna see if we could change that to a base 3-4, just so our linebackers can do more damage when it comes to pass rushing. So Bradley Chubb will get more, and then we probably just need an actual good inside linebacker. Offense, we're gonna just rock with Teddy B, but depending on how he goes, we're probably not gonna re-sign him, but that's just a rough assumption. And with the offensive line, they do have Quinn Manarez here, who's really good as a backup. He's a right guard. And then we also have Nite Moody. I'm thinking of changing the offensive scheme to maybe a vertical zone run for our running backs. They're not elusive, but they could definitely get the job done when rushing the QB, running the ball. So we have a lot of good pieces when it comes to the guard position. And I'm thinking, depending on how old Dalton Risner is, we can maybe move him on. He's only 26, so it's not too bad. We're going to give him an upgrade as well. So the offensive line has some good pieces on it. I'm not too sure what we could do with that. We could just let it be for right now. Maybe trade one of these guys for right tackle once Bobby Massey retires. He's 32 years old, so this will probably be his last season. And we also have Garrett Bowles, who's about 29. So he's been pretty solid, though, so. And receivers are not too bad either. We have KJ Hamler, who's injured. He tore his ACL, so that's something to keep in mind. But we're going to see what salary issues there are on the team before we think of trading someone. So Bryce Callahan's 29, but he's our #1 corner, so he should be okay for now. We have Alexander Johnson, who is injured. We have Kyle Fuller, who's 29. We have a lot of corners, though. That's the one position I want to look at first. We have a lot of corners here. So we have Michael Ojemedia. We have Ronald Darby, who's a penalty of $19 million. We also have Kyle Fuller and Bryce Callahan. So I'm thinking we keep Bryce Callahan, but we move on from Kyle Fuller. Maybe send him somewhere. Safety position is good too, and Bradley Chubb is okay at his position. Inside linebacker, we do have a couple of guys here, but they're injured as of right now, so there's nothing we can do with that. But left outside linebacker, we have Malik Reed. D lineman, we only have one. We have Mike Purcell, so definitely going to sign a D tackle. Graham Gazzo, our starting right guard, is injured too, so they have a lot of offensive linemen that we could really use. So it's not too bad, I'd say. But maybe we could trade Kyle Fuller to a team for maybe a first-round pick. And I'm thinking we might be in the mix for going for a QB as well. But maybe honestly, we should probably trade for a D tackle. Kyle Fuller for a D tackle wouldn't be too bad of an option, I think. So let's go to the Chargers, see what they have to offer. Linval Joseph, no. Derek Nottie, no. Grover Stewart's 27, he'd be a $7 million cap hit, but they don't want to take him. Eagles are interested. The defensive line position, let's see what they got. They just got Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave. Fletcher Cox would be in a nice defense, but I doubt this would go through. This would be a very interesting trade, though. Okay, it doesn't go through, obviously. The Jets are interested. Let's see what they have. Quinnen Williams. That'd be a nice pickup for this young defense. Maybe throw in Kyle Fuller and a 3rd-round pick. Let's see if that works. Close. We could probably throw in a 2nd then. A 2nd and Kyle Fuller for Quinnen Williams, because Quinnen Williams was a top 5 pick, so that's okay with me. So we just picked up Quinnen Williams. Going to be a great piece to the defense. Vic Fangio is going to like that addition a lot. And We already have enough corners, so we're not going to be lacking at that position. And then defense, so we have Quinnen Williams here with Shelby Harris and Draymond Jones. So that's going to be really, really nice rotation, and the corners will do just fine. Linebackers will do just fine. So I think these guys might make the playoffs this season, but I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, we went 2-15. We went 2-15. That's insane. We went 2-15 and got fired. There's no way. There's no way. Teddy B, 26 touchdowns, 13 picks. Melvin Gordon was alright. Receivers were alright. We went 2-15. Bradley Chubb had 8 sacks. But that's just about it. Interceptions, okay. We went 2-15. Now we technically have 1 season to try to make the playoffs. Let's try again. Alright, so our second attempt. This is going to be our second only season. So, this season we have to make everything work. So, obviously that first try we went 2-15 wasn't a good idea. So, I'm thinking because we only have this season to try to make the playoffs, we got to take a QB from somewhere. We have to take a starting caliber QB that could bring us where we need to be. And that's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough, but I think we could either find someone or just, you know, work with something here. Wait, they made Jake Fromm a 60. Oh, okay. So looking at the QBs available to trade for, there's really none here. Got Mac Jones, but why would we take Mac Jones from them? Derek Carr though on the Broncos. You know, that could be a very interesting move if we put Derek Carr on the Broncos. Give him like a supporting cast. That could work out really well. Or we could take Deshaun Watson. Maybe take Deshaun Watson from them. We give them like a... Well, we don't have a... We can't use our draft, so... Give them Teddy B, first and a second, and for Deshaun. That didn't work. Maybe 2 firsts, because Deshaun's a very, very good QB, so... Maybe 2 firsts, and Teddy B should probably work. 2 firsts and Teddy B for Deshaun Watson. They feel like that doesn't bring enough value. So how about we try a right tackle? Give them Bobby Massey. That doesn't work, but let's see. No, not that much interest. Maybe we give up a lot of picks then. 2 firsts and a second of this year for Deshaun Watson. Okay, so we just got our new QB. Deshaun Watson is now the quarterback of the Broncos. Now we got Teddy B, who we're going to move on from. Probably trade him for an offensive lineman, maybe. Our only weakness is the right tackle position, so I think we'll go with that. Let's see. Move Teddy B for a right tackle. See if any teams need him. Browns, Buccaneers. All right, we're just gonna look at all teams because we just need that tackle position solidified. And let's see. Lane Johnson wouldn't be too bad. Sam Cosme, Mike McGlinchey, Teddy B from Mike McGlinchey. That'd be okay. That goes through. So we got our new right tackle. I guess that's one way you could do it. And then we got Kyle Fuller here, who I'm gonna try again like we did. We traded for Quinnen Williams last time, so hopefully this could work. Let's trade Kyle Fuller for Quinnen Williams. This time we'll have Deshaun Watson throwing the ball, so it'll be definitely a different go around this year. But let's go to the Jets. Take their D tackle. Yep, their best player available, Kyle Fuller for Quinnen Williams. Straight up doesn't work. So then we'll use a second of next year. Kyle Fuller and a second of next year for Quinnen Williams. Boom. We get that. Alright, so we just made a good amount of moves. Let's take a look at the lineup now. This should be just enough to make sure we get to where we need to be. We got Deshaun Watson at QB. Mike McGlinchey's injured. Broken tibia. Alright, we secured the future for this organization then. We did. And, alright, so Deshaun Watson's at QB, so that should be good. Kenny Young is injured. What happened? Shoulder strain out for a week. Okay. Malik Reed, it fits his scheme for this defense. D-line is good. Corners are good. We have a 3-4 under. Alright. So let's just see if these guys could do it. Hopefully we don't get fired again. Let's upgrade all of our players too. We have Deshaun Watson throwing the ball, so it shouldn't be too hard for us to make the playoffs, or at least not go 2-15. And let's take a look at how we do. All right, so we actually made the playoffs. We went 10-7. Chiefs went 12-5. Chargers went 10-7 as well. Raiders went 8-9. So we had a very tough division, as expected though. But we made the playoffs, which is really nice. We just beat the Chiefs too, 28-14. So, and we have to face them again in the wild card. So hopefully, you know, we could bail ourselves out. And let's see statistically how he did before we go into it. Kenny Clark had 17 sacks. Imagine if we did that in real life. Kyle Fuller had 6 interceptions for the Jets. We traded him away and he went off. Of course he did. But we went 10-7. Our offense was 16th in offensive yards, and our defense was 19th, so not too bad. Deshaun Watson had 18 touchdowns, 5 picks. That's a low amount of touchdowns. We had a lot of rushing touchdowns, though. 19 rushing touchdowns for Javonte Williams and 11 for Melvin Gordon. That's awesome. Noah Fant had over 1,000 yards, too. And then defense, Bradley Chubb had 10.5 sacks. Kenny Young led the team in tackles, 2.5 sacks and 2 interceptions. Not bad. But just Bradley Chubb did his thing. Malik Reed had no sacks, no pressure whatsoever. So that's disappointing. But got a good amount of interceptions. We made the playoffs, so that's good, you know. And let's see how the lineup looks like before we go into it. Let's see. So offensive line upgraded really nice. We're still missing our right tackle. That's fine though. Our running backs look really good. Melvin Gordon's an 89. Deshaun Watson's an 88 overall, so he's balling for us. And then defense, Quinn Williams. Patrick Surtain's a superstar, so that's awesome. Bradley Chubb is only an 84, which is kind of low, but linebackers seem pretty healthy. Corners look pretty healthy too. So this could be a good little playoff run. A good little playoff run for us. So we're facing the Chiefs, who we just beat 28-14. Let's see if we could replicate that. We do. We ended up winning 23-20. So we beat the Chiefs 2 times in a row, 2 weeks in a row. So I know Patrick Mahomes is livid. But now we're in the divisional against the Browns, who are 13-4. Myles Garrett had 23 sacks, so we're going to have to use a lot of pass protection. But let's see who takes this in this matchup. We got blasted 52-29. Holy crap. 52-29. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. 52-29. We let the Browns put 52 on our heads. That is crazy. The Browns, with Baker Mayfield, put 52 points on our head. Let's take a look at the schedule. Let's see. We were the Broncos. We won 23-20. A close game. Deshaun Watson got sacked 3 times. Mahomes threw 1 TD. He didn't get pressured at all, but we just still won. Rushing attack got shut down for both teams, so that's really good. Receivers were just about the same. No interceptions. Chris Jones had 2 sacks, and Devin Kennard had a sack, but we still ended up winning, so that's a good W in my books. And then against the Browns, who we got blasted 52-29. Baker Mayfield threw 5 touchdowns and he got sacked once. So Baker threw 5 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson threw 2 touchdowns, got picked off twice, but had 370 passing yards. They ran all over us, I assume. Melvin Gordon had a touchdown. Kareem Hunt had one. Javonte Williams had one. So what happened? Oh, Javonte Williams fumbled. Okay. Receiving, Tim Patrick, 8. Okay. Defensive, Bradley Chubb got a sack. That was the only sack of the game. And John Johnson and Ronnie Harrison both got an interception. Let's see if anybody got a touchdown. No, so we just straight up lost. We just straight up lost. Okay. No block kicks, no nothing. Interesting. So that's how that pans out. I guess cheerleading for Deshaun Watson is literally the piece for the Broncos and what they need to make the playoffs. I mean, they have a good team in real life, so I guess that's all they need. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other teams want to see me rebuild, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you gotta be a fiend, succeed. Peace.